Hi everybody, welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Hope you're doing good, Rivalers. We're in the beta. Now, something to explain with this. I'm sure a lot of people aren't particularly impressed with the fact that there are people that are able to get access to a kind of exclusive beta. This is content, it feels weird, honestly. So, you know, if I feel weird about being able to like play the game. And I'm sure a lot of other people do because they want to play a game. Like, it's sad really because content creators are able to do a quick match, and that quick match is not able to find like more than just people that are content creators. So it's like, unless you've got a ton of content creators on at the same time, it can be quite, you might be in queue a long time. So it's kind of like relevant, but also an irrelevant like mini beta. It's just a little bit weird. Anyway, I'm just going to showcase some footage of Captain America and Winter Soldier and some stuff whilst I got a chance. I only get access to the 25th, I think it is. Anyway, I love the character. This kind of tanking ability to get up close like this and reflect some damage and also be an upfront tank is pretty cool. I love the ability to throw the shield. That's something that's great. But also, which you can see in the left-hand side, the Galactabox bot to the left, we throw. It's not. I think we do E there. Again, we'll throw it again. For some reason, it didn't work, but there we go. I saw it. I think it's seen better that. I think it did it, but it's like it's seen better that. You reflect the shield that goes from one to the other because it's a nearby enemy. If you get it, I think you just got to get it right on the edge, and then once you do that, so aim for the edge there. Not there actually. That's weird. You're going to be very careful then. I had it very consistently a moment ago where you're able to kind of throw. There we go, and get that kind of ricochet off there. Team up ability I like, so we're going to press C right there and got the team up, and we're just going to do this. So I'm clicking on my mouse, sorry if it's noise, I should get a noiseless mouse, and there we go. We're able to kind of like throw the shield quite rapidly and do a great amount of damage for a length of time before we go and cool down with it. Of course, that team is with Thor and with Storm. I thought I spawned with Storm, but I didn't. The running ability is pretty cool, so you just like run, just bash, and then we've also got this sprint ability, pretty nippy. Just run around, quite like that. And then what you can do is you can do a jump, and then you can smash the ground. You know, you don't want to put down a hammer, but at the same time, shield smash, and then you aim down. There is a bit of a linger time, so as we're waiting for that to kind of come back, we can go high up into the air. So say we got the, I like doing this, I like just putting myself up front and then looking down. You can see there's the aiming circle and boom, right there. I love that. That is sick. Of course, from a ultimate perspective, we can go into, I like timing it with going into C. So we go Q, C, and then we're able to do these kind of like rapid, big damage, smash, like just quite quickly. And because we're speeding around, we don't need our shift, because we're just going really fast, and of course then the ultimate kind of ends. I guess this is handy if you are being upfront and tankish and how you're blasting through everywhere. I could have in that moment not just about kind of just clicking my mouse button, but you could do any which way of other things. So we could just go like Q and then start boom, nudge in, and then E, but then it's more easy just to kind of like rapid fire hits and other stuff like that. Not hit your block, by the way. That's not something you should really do whilst you're in that mode. If you got projectiles shooting down at you, you can like block quite well. I've done this in front of Punisher, so we're going to see that footage in a minute, where I've just stood in front of him and I've took a lot of his kind of fire into the shield. Really handy, really helpful. So yeah, it's a really nice tank and absorbs a lot of damage, which is great. The damage he does, though, I don't know. Sometimes I'm questioning it whether or not it should be beefed up and buffed a little bit, but I don't know if that's really the purpose of Captain America. Anyway, let's just roll some footage and check out the gameplay. Here we go, right into the action. So this is from a spawn location, and of course we're going to be attacking out as much as possible. I'm first of all testing out some things, because that's the main thing, that testing out like how much damage you can take. My shield has already taken a good chunk of 400 plus damage already. Like, it's quite extensive when it goes, then you want to cool down. So we're just waiting for that to kind of come back. I think it's now returned, so we can just go into that mode. Oh, it's like refreshed to take damage. But I'm being aggressive. Like, I wanted to get as aggressive as possible in this particular match. A combination of, hey, let's take some damage, but also let's be aggressive. Of course, that was too aggressive because I was away from my healer, and that's something as well. Like, you shouldn't push too much forward. And these are bots, by the way, AI bots. And that's a problem, isn't it? When you don't really know If your healers don't know how you operate, then that's going to be the same thing. But on the front foot, quite aggressive. There's a good amount of damage in this particular fight. I'm trying to like do as much as possible and then just like cower back a little bit, just wait around, run around, check the speed, because that's the other thing as well, checking the speed of things. But also getting yourself up front and smashing down. Don't know where that Spider-Man goes. He was there for a moment and he's gone. Then let's hunt down this Venom. On the front foot for aggression. I've really got to get that team up ability actioned in. So pressing C. I've got to do that. That's one thing as well, pressing C. We smack a Punisher, like I think he just got knocked out of his Gatling gun. Either way, I did C down and I'm being a bit more aggressive with stuff and then kind of charging elsewhere. Going up and then slamming down. Slightly missed there on Luna. She moved out of the way right at the last minute, which is a little bit frustrating. And then what I do is I start targeting down some healers. But I should really be front and center doing this. Sitting in front of my team with that shield. Let that shield absorb as much as possible. Let people sit behind you. Similar tactic to Magneto. Magneto likes to set, and the same thing with, you know, Doctor Strange. Set your shielding and then, you know, get people within your team to sit behind it. But then you can be a little bit aggressive. Cap also has his own kind of tenacity, I'd say, with getting up close and personal with enemies. But aggressiveness is also a bit of a weakness, because you're like, okay, well, I'm going at this Punisher. What can I do here? Like, I've got my ultimate. My ultimate is literally bearing him down, but you just, unless you do range things, like there's that distance there, and I have to kind of rein it in and go, I should be closer to my allies and try not to chase down enemies. Which I think that's the thing for most people, because then it's like if you're on your own and you get like double teamed, then you're out for now, and you need to recover. You need health. You need healing. You'd only be moaning that you want health when there's, well, you know, people not around, and then going, where's the healer? And like, oh, heals and we're gonna get healed. Well, don't stray away too far from the pack. Keep distance, of course, to avoid AoE. Here we go. Look at that. We're trying to absorb there into the shield. And the Punisher AI does not know what to do. Either way, it's a good shielding nevertheless, and can be quite good on reflecting back. But yeah, the aggression, love it. This is when things go a little bit wrong, because I'm getting swarmed. I need to like take a step back to figure out who am I focusing on, and before I know it, I've got no healers around. I think because they're all being killed, and yeah, not too good. I like the movement of the character. I think that it is just a really decent addition. Winter Soldier being a villain and not team up, because if people were wondering like, why is there no team up ability with the character, well, with Winter Soldier, with Captain America, and that's because Bucky is a villain in this. He is rather than a hero. There is going to be a lot more, I think, character-wise, that's just goes a bit further than this when it comes to a tank. But having these shielding characters, these shielding tanks, really nice. I think it's, I mean, all of them do have the shielding, except for Venom has more of an aggressive tendency. And the same thing actually with Thor, except for that, yeah, they have that kind of pop shield that is not them doing an action. They can basically be shielded and be aggressive. This is why they action more damage versus, say, the likes of Captain America. Captain America has that, okay, let's put up a shield and stay behind it, the same way that Doctor Strange has his and Magneto has his. There are some different, obviously tanks play differently, but it's yeah, just a really nice hero. I love the aggression of the ultimate. You're able to really kind of bear down on enemies and push through lines. If you're pushing through the likes of what, Groot, then that's another thing as well. Get those Groot shields down. I did have a match where I made a mistake, and I did kind of press my F button, and I kind of flew myself off of a bit of a balcony, which I didn't think was a balcony, and kind of knocked myself out. Either way, you can see there, like, just the aggression. The shield doesn't really play the way that I thought it was. Like, I didn't think that I would want to go aggressively up front and chase down enemies or kind of push through lines. But it makes more sense because the movement of the hero kind of dictates that. We just saw that, we're going to see it again. Like, I'm going to try and push through lines. I'm doing a bit of a sprint at the moment, practicing with that kind of jump and smash down with a shield. And yeah, we're trying to break through lines. we're getting that shield up and we're moving forward. Magneto kind of does that. So does Doctor Strange and I think a couple of other tanks as well. But I just like the way he does it because it feels like it's more a leader, leading from the front, pushing through. I just would like him to do a bit more damage. I felt that's kind of like where he was kind of lacking. The abilities were kind of not, or the damage from some of the ramming. Without the team up ability, it kind of hits softer. And of course, you've got to do that. You've got to get your lightning up. I do like combination, as I said, between the lightning of the team ability, and then at the same time go with the ultimate. It's kind of giving him a bit more damage. I felt that my ultimate bar felt it loaded quicker. It was building quicker. Sorry. And look, pushing through lines. This is the character I'm kind of referring to. You push through lines. Apart from now, obviously, I'm being put to sleep for a moment, which isn't helpful. Pushing through lines, getting that movement up, pushing your team through, getting that shield up, pushing through, getting healed, pushing through, being aggressive, pushing through. You see now, like I'm trying to just push through to the end and get the win. Hey, very nice. From a damage block perspective, I did block quite a bit. I didn't get the MVP. Well, I was a bit sad about that, not getting the MVP with it, but it's the learning game. Hey, you've got to learn to get better. 11k blocked, not as good as the Thor did, but hey, you know, this character is fun. It was a lot of fun. Do recommend it if you get a chance to play it. Anyway, is Captain America going to be one of the heroes you're looking to have as your main, or is it something you'd like to play? Are you annoyed about the fact you can't get access to this beta? I'm annoyed for you. I really would have liked this to be more of like widespread, like a Gamescom specific, everybody gets access, but it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Probably a Winter Soldier one. Bye.